No. So, yeah, proofs of stake is definitely better for the environment.
Right.
But there are other things to think about.
Like what?
Well, scalability is a big one.
As these blockchain networks grow
Yeah.
and they're handling more and more transactions,
Right.
it can be tough to keep things running smoothly.
Okay.
There's a lot of research solving this.
Rush hour traffic?
Yeah, exactly.
On a digital highway?
Rush hour on the digital highway. I like that.
Yeah. The more cars on the road,
Yeah, the more cars, the slower it goes.
the slower it goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's regulation.
Right.
That's a tricky one because blockchain is decentralized.
Right.
So governments and regulators,
Yeah.
they're still trying to figure out how to oversee this whole thing.
It's like the Wild West.
It's like the Wild West of
For
technology. Yeah, lots of potential.
Right.
But we need some rules.
We need some rules.
Right.
Yeah.
To make sure everything's running smoothly.
Okay. And then there's just the complexity.
Oh, yeah. The
I mean,
technology.
It can be a lot to wrap your head around.
For developers, for users,
Yeah.
it can actually hinder adoption
Right.
if it's too hard to understand.
So we need more like user-friendly interfaces and educational resources
Participation, yeah.
to make blockchain accessible to
Yes.
everybody?
Yeah.
Right.
That's the key.
So it sounds like blockchain is kind of in this early stage.
It is. It really is.
Still.
It's like the internet back in the 90s.
Yeah, like the internet in the 90s.
Nobody knew what it was going to become.
Right. It's crazy.
Yeah.
We had no idea.
You had no idea. And now look at it.
Yeah. So we're just beginning to see
Exactly.
the potential
of blockchain.
for blockchain.
Yeah.
And there's still some kinks to work out.
There's always kinks,
Right.
But that's what makes it exciting. It's
Yeah.
like we're on the edge of something huge.
It's exciting.
And we get to be part of it.
It is exciting.
Yeah.
It is a little daunting.
It's a little daunting
It's true,
spot.
right.
Yeah.
Like so much potential, but we got to use this.
We got to use it responsibly.
Responsibly.
Right.
Ethically.
Ethically. That's the key.
Okay, so now that we understand the basics
Right.
of blockchain,
Yeah.
what potential application
So what are you most excited about?
excites you the most?
Now that you've learned all this stuff.
Honestly, it's so hard to choose.
I know, right?
Like the idea of secure and transparent elections
Yeah, that's a big one.
is super appealing,
For sure.
especially these days.
Especially these days.
But then you think about like
Uh-huh.
supply chains
Supply chains, yeah.
ensuring ethical sourcing,
Yeah.
reducing waste,
Yeah.
and then tokenization to make
yeah.
investments more accessible.
Right. Democratizing.
Yeah. It's all so fascinating.
It is. It is.
It's hard to pick just one.
I know, right?
Right.
And the best part is this is just the beginning.
Right.
As the technology keeps evolving,
Yeah.
we're going to see even more amazing applications.
Yeah. It feels like we're on the cusp of like a
I know.
technological revolution.
It's so exciting.
Yeah. It is exciting. It's a little overwhelming too.
It's a little overwhelming, yeah.
Well,
But it's a good kind of overwhelming.
it's a good overwhelming.
It's like the future is happening right now.
Yeah. And it's up to all of us to stay
Right.
informed and engaged.
Informed, engaged,
Yeah.
involved.
Yeah.
We got to shape this thing together,
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay. So to our listeners out there,
Yeah.
keep exploring, keep asking questions,
Keep diving deep.
keep diving deeper. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be the one
Maybe you'll be the one.
to come up with the next
Yeah.
groundbreaking blockchain application.
The possibilities are endless.
Endless.
That's what I love about it.
That's what makes this so exciting.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's a wrap on our blockchain deep dive. We hope you've enjoyed this journey
Hope you had fun.
into the heart of this revolutionary technology.
Yeah.
Until next time, stay curious.
Stay curious. It's more about how much cryptocurrency they're willing to put up
Oh,
as collateral. They call it staking.
so it's like they're vouching.
Yeah, they're basically saying, I trust this network.
Okay.
I'm putting my money on the line.
So the more you stake,
Right.
the higher your chances of being chosen
Exactly.
to validate those transactions.
You got it.
Okay.
And then you earn rewards for that.
Oh, wow.
And the cool thing is,
Okay.
it doesn't need all that energy.
Right.
So it's much better for the environment.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's a win-win.
So we've got these different ways to
Yeah.
keep the blockchain running smoothly,
Yeah, keeping everything safe and secure.
secure. But the Binance Academy article
Yes.
mentions different types of blockchain,
Oh, yeah?
like public, private, and consortium.
There's a whole variety.
What's the difference between those?
So the main difference is who can access them
Okay.
and who controls them. Public blockchains like Bitcoin and Ethereum,
Right.
they're open to everyone. It's
Right.
like anyone can join the party.
So anyone can join, anyone can see.
Yeah, anyone can see the transactions. It can help validate them.
It's all about transparency.
Transparency is key.
And equal access.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. And then
we have private blockchains.
Private blockchains. Okay.
Those are a little more exclusive.
Okay.
They're controlled by a single entity.
So like a company?
Could be a company, yeah.
Okay.
Or an organization.
Okay.
So you need permission to get in.
So it's more like a private club.
Like a private club, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
With a very strict bouncer at the door.
Okay.
Right? So companies might use these
Right.
to manage their own data.
Okay.
Keep things private and secure.
More internally.
Yeah, more internal.
Okay.
And then
there's
consortium blockchains.
consortium blockchains. Okay.
These are kind of a hybrid. They're governed by a group of organizations.
Okay, so it's like a partnership.
Yeah, like a partnership.
Okay.
So it's kind of a balance
Okay.
between the openness of a public blockchain
Okay.
and the control of a private one.
Okay, I get it.
So imagine a bunch of companies working together
Right.
using a blockchain to manage their supply chain.
Okay. So we've got public parks, private clubs, and partnerships.
We've got it all.
A blockchain for every occasion.
A blockchain for everyone. I love that.
Yeah, I love that. So let's get to
Okay, let's get down to business.
the really exciting stuff.
Yeah.
What can we actually do with all of this?
Now we're talking.
I know it's not just about cryptocurrencies,
Yeah.
right?
No. That's just the tip of the iceberg.
Okay.
Crypto's a great example.
Right,
Look,
yeah.
we're just scratching the surface of
Let's
what's
see.
possible with blockchain.
Okay. Give me some examples then.
Let's dive in. So one area that's really taking off
Yeah.
is tokenization.
Tokenization. Okay.
Tokenization. It's a big word,
I know.
but it's a cool concept. So
Yeah.
basically, you're creating a digital representation
Okay.
of something real
On the blockchain.
onto the blockchain. Exactly.
Okay. So instead of owning like
Right.
a physical share certificate for a company,
Yeah.
I could own a token
You could own a token
that represents my share.
that represents your share. Exactly.
Okay.
Or imagine you have a piece of real estate.
Right.
You can divide ownership of that
Okay.
into tokens.
Oh, wow.
And then people can buy
Okay.
fractions of that property.
So it makes it more accessible
Way more accessible.
for people to invest.
Yeah, you don't need millions of dollars to
Right.
get in the game.
That's a really cool concept.
Yeah, it's democratizing investing.
Yeah.
And because it's all in the blockchain,
Right.
it's secure, transparent, no more funny business.
So less fraud, more efficiency.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tokenization is a game changer.
It's a game changer. Okay. That one's going on my list to learn more about.
Put it on the list. All right, what else? How about all those data breaches
What else? Yeah.
and identity theft we keep hearing about?
Yeah. It's like every other day.
Blockchain can help with that too.
Really?
Yeah, for real. So imagine instead of relying on these companies
Okay.
with their big centralized databases
I'd always get hacked.
that always get hacked, you have control over your own data.
Okay.
You decide who sees what.
So it's like having a digital passport
Yeah, like a digital passport that you own.
that I control,
You control it, not Facebook, not Google.
not Facebook.
Wow.
You're in charge.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
could use this to like...
You could use it to prove your age,
Okay.
access your medical records, anything.
Wow.
Make transactions online.
No more worrying about my data being stolen.
Exactly. It's your data.
Per soul.
You decide who gets to see it.
This is incredible.
And it could make things so much easier.
Right.
Voting.
Voting. That's a big one. That's a big one, right?
So blockchain could help with that too.
Big time. Imagine all votes are recorded on the blockchain. No more fraud. No more manipulation.
So we could actually trust the results?
You know the results are accurate.
Oh,
You can audit the whole thing.
that would be a game changer.
Total game changer, especially these days.
Especially these days. Okay, so
Yeah.
we've got secure investments, control over our data,
Right.
tamper-proof elections.
Blockchain is like a superhero, I'm telling you.
It's like a superhero.
Solving all our problems.
What else is on the list?
Okay, how about supply chain management?
Supply chain management. Okay,
It's a complex system.
right. Lots of moving parts.
Lots of moving parts. But blockchain can bring some much-needed transparency and
Okay.
efficiency to the whole thing.
Walk me through that one. How does blockchain help?
Okay, so think about how a product gets from the manufacturer
Right.
to your doorstep.
Okay.
There's so many steps along the way.
Okay.
Suppliers, distributors, retailers, you name it.
Yeah.
Blockchain can track every single step
Wow.
from the moment those raw materials are sourced to the final sale.
So I could literally track my coffee beans
You could track those coffee beans
from the farm to my cup.
to your cup. Exactly.
That's amazing.
It's pretty wild, right?
It's wild. So,
Consumers can see where their products are coming from.
right.
Businesses can optimize their operations.
Wow. So everybody wins.
It's a win-win for everybody.
This is incredible.
Yeah, blockchain is pretty powerful stuff.
It feels like we're just scratching the surface.
Oh, we are.
Of what's possible.
We're just getting started.
Yeah, it's not just
It's not just about the technology.
It's about using it to make a better world.
Right.
Yeah.
It's about creating a more transparent,
more secure, more fair.
secure and equitable world.
Exactly. That's what it's all about.
It is a lot to take in.
It is.
But I'm feeling really inspired. I'm glad. I'm glad you're feeling inspired.
It's exciting.
It's exciting stuff. It really is.
Yeah. What advice would you give to someone who wants to learn more?
Well, first of all, just keep learning.
Keep learning.
Don't stop learning.
Okay.
There's so many great resources out there.
Like this Binance Academy article?
Like the Binance Academy article, yeah.
Yeah.
They've got articles, videos, courses.
Right.
They break everything down.
Easy to understand.
So it's easy to understand, even for beginners.
To just dive in.
Just dive in, explore.
Okay.
And as you learn more, start thinking about the problems that you care about,
Right.
the things that keep you up at night.
Okay.
And ask yourself, could blockchain be part of the solution?
Wow. That's a good point.
That's how we innovate.
Okay, so it's not just about understanding the tech.
It's about using it
It's about
to make a difference.
to make the world a better place.
Yeah,
That's what gets me excited. That's what makes this so cool.
absolutely.
Okay, before we wrap up,
Yeah,
I want to go back to something you said earlier
Gotcha.
about proof of work
right.
and the environmental concern.
The energy consumption.
It seems like proof of stake
Yeah,
kind of solves that.
it does address that, yeah.
Are there any other challenges or downsides
That's a great question.
to blockchain?
It's not all perfect,
Right.
Proof of stake is definitely more eco-friendly,
Right.
but there are other things to consider.
Like what?
Well, scalability is a big one.
Scalability? Okay.
As these blockchain networks grow,
Yeah.
they have to handle more and more transactions.
Right.
And it can get tricky
Okay.
to keep things running smoothly.
So it's kind of like
There's a lot of research going on.
rush hour traffic
Right.
on a digital highway.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah, the more cars on the road,
Yeah, the more cars,
the slower it goes.
the slower it goes.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that's something we're working on.
And then there's regulation.
Oh, yeah, regulation.
Oh, right.
That's a tricky one.
Because blockchain is so decentralized.
Exactly. Decentralization is great,
Right.
but it makes it hard to regulate.
Right.
Governments are still trying to figure it all out.
It's like the Wild West
It's the Wild West of tech.
of technology.
We're making it up as we go along.
Right. We're still figuring it out.
Yeah, but we need some rules.
We need some rules of the road to
Exactly.
make sure everything runs smoothly.
Keeping things fair and safe.
And then there's just the complexity of the
I know.
technology itself.
The tech itself can be pretty intimidating. It
Yeah.
can be a barrier to entry,
Yeah.
for developers, for users.
So we need more like
Yeah.
user-friendly interfaces
So user-friendly interfaces, definitely.
and educational resources
More education, more resources
Yeah.
to make blockchain accessible to everyone.
to everyone. That's the key.
That's the key, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like something like blockchain is still
It is. It really is.
in its early stages.
like the internet back in the 90s.
Yeah, like the early internet.
Remember dial-up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We've come a long way.
We've come a long way. But blockchain, it's got that same kind of potential.
Okay.
We're just starting to see what it can do.
Wow.
But there's still some kinks to work out.
There are still kinks, but that's what makes it exciting.
That's what makes it so exciting.
Yeah.
We're on the cutting edge.
It's exciting.
It's a little scary.
It is a little daunting, too.
It is, but it's a good kind of scary.
Yeah, it's a good scary.
Like we're witnessing history in the making.
It does feel like we're on the edge
Yeah.
of like a technological revolution.
We are.
And it's up to all of us to stay informed
Yeah, engaged.
and involved in this.
You're involved, yeah.
Because
You're part of it.
We're all part of it.
It's not just for the techies anymore.
So to our listeners out there, keep exploring.
Keep exploring.
Keep asking questions.
Keep asking questions.
Keep diving deeper.
Keep diving deeper.
Who knows? Maybe you
Yeah.
will be the one
Maybe you'll be the one.
to come up with the next big thing.
The next big blockchain application.
That's what I love about this space.
Yeah, the possibilities really are endless.
They are endless. That's what makes it so exciting.
It makes it so cool.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's a wrap on our blockchain deep dive.
I hope you enjoyed the ride.
We hope you've enjoyed this journey
Yeah.
to this incredible technology.
It's been a blast.
Until next time, stay curious.
Stay curious.
Yeah.
It's important to remember that You know?
Yeah.
Blockchain is a tool.
Right.
It can be used for good or for bad.
Right.
It all depends on who's using it and how they're using it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, now that we kind of have a grasp on blockchain, what applications are you most excited about?
Oh, man. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
There's so much cool stuff happening.
Yeah. I think for me, the potential of blockchain to create a more transparent and accountable world.
Right.
That's what really gets me fired up. You know, whether we're talking about supply chains, elections, or even just like managing our own data.
Right.
Blockchain can help us build systems that are fairer and more equitable for everyone.
Yeah. I'm really excited about the potential for like a more secure and transparent voting system.
Oh, absolutely. That's a game changer.
Like,
imagine a world where we can actually trust the results of our elections, where every vote is counted accurately and there's no room for manipulation.
Right.
That's the kind of future that blockchain can help us create.
It's a powerful tool.
It is.
Yeah. It's a lot to think about.
It is. It's a lot to process.
But it's really exciting.
But it's exciting stuff.
Yeah. So to our listeners out there,
yes,
what advice would you give to someone who wants to learn more and maybe even get involved?
That's awesome. I'm so glad people are interested in this.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, don't be intimidated.
Yeah.
Blockchain can seem complicated,
right,
but there are tons of resources that bring it down in a way that's easy to understand.
Like the Binance Academy article we've been talking about.
Exactly. Binance Academy is a great place to start.
Yeah?
They have articles, videos, even interactive courses.
Okay.
So just dive in and start exploring.
Let's dive in and explore. Okay,
and don't be afraid to ask questions.
Okay.
There's a huge community of people who are passionate about blockchain.
Right.
And they're always willing to help.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a really welcoming and supportive community.
So find those resources.
Yeah.
Find those people.
Connect with other people.
And just keep learning.
Keep learning. That's the key.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great advice.
Blockchain is constantly evolving. So there's always something new to discover.
It does feel like we're just...
We are.
We're at the beginning of this.
This is just the beginning of something really big.
It's exciting and a little bit overwhelming.
It is a little overwhelming, but in a good way.
In a good way.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like we're on the verge of a new era.
Totally.
And we get to be a part of it.
It feels like anything is possible.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like the future is being written right now.
And we're all part of writing that future.
We're all part of it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible when you think about it.
Okay. Well, that's a wrap on our blockchain deep dive.
Hope you had fun.
We hope you've enjoyed this journey into this really amazing technology.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Until next time, stay curious.
Stay curious.